Hello everybody, welcome back to Fuchsia City, not FireRed. Last time we took on Sabrina, the psychic type gym leader, and took her down with ease. This time we're gonna fully explore Fuchsia City, starting with this house. I just want to show him off. Oh yes, I'm the move deleter. I can make Pokemon forget their moves. Would you like me to do that? No, I just wanted to show him off because if this is the only way you can take off HM moves is this guy right here. And also other moves if you want to get rid of them, but you don't have anything else to replace, so you can just have an empty slot. Very useful, but we don't need to use them right now. Bill Files is... Oh, did he show you? No, we got the ticket from him. As far as Zone's Warden is old, but he's still very much active. All his teeth are false, though. Very good to know. You've met Bill? He's my grandson. He always liked collecting things, even as a child. Great to know a little bit more, but... Alright. We're gonna go over to this house over here. Safari Zone Warden Home. As you can see, there's just this guy here. Yes? You cannot understand him because he doesn't have his teeth in. We need to go find his teeth. But this guy right here. I'm the fishing guru's older brother. I simply love fishing. I can't bear to go without. Tell me, do you like to fish? I do. Grand, I like your style. I think we could be friends. Take this and fish, young friend. We get the good rod, which is weird how we can get the super rod before the good rod. I think that's why I was confused, but I need the good rod. You can catch much better Pokemon. Even calling out that old rods only find Magikarps most of the time. What I want to do is I want to register this immediately because my final Pokemon requires a good rod. And we're going to register that. And while we're fishing, we're going to go over the two encounter... I almost hit A. Doesn't matter, not even a nibble. We're going to go over the two encounters that you can find on the good route. The good route. The good rod. Not Goldeen. Poliwag. Poliwag is a family I can recommend. Evolves at level 25, so you don't have to deal with the first form for a long time. And becomes a mixed attacker that works well with its water fighting dual typing. It's also pretty unique. Learns an abundance of moves to get great power out of those said stats and is very reliable. Only critique is that it's a stone evolution, so have some TNs in mind. If you wanted a Jinx way back then, you now have a Pokemon you need to get it too, so that's also a plus. Next family is the Seeking family. This is just outclassed in every way possible. Being a pure water type and having a terrible special attack doesn't help it either. Its mediocre stats don't get it anywhere, and I would use any other water type other than this thing. I tried everywhere to find this thing. I'm in Viridian City right now. I wanted a Poliwag, and it's level 30, or not 38, level 8. Yep, Poliwag is going to be the final member of our team. I'll catch it in a Great Ball. And it's going to be tough training it up because it's only level 8. So, you know what that means. What? It appeared to be caught. You know what that means. Daycare center. Woo! Not too fond of the daycare center, but for something like this, I think I am. You couldn't even... A max health Great Ball couldn't even catch you. I've always thought that that little red note, that was its nose. That's actually its mouth. I thought it was mouth that was the whirl, and I'm pretty sure everybody else did, but, let's get you an Ultra Ball. I don't have many Pokeballs on me. I should probably fix that. Sleep and Ultra Ball hopefully should catch you. Great Ball didn't even catch you, so yay! Its slick black skin is thin and damp. Part of its internal organs can be seen through the skin as a spiral. That's an internal organ? What? That's so creepy. Alright, do I have a name for you? I'm very original in my naming. Kazuya. Alright, let's go and get this Pokemon. Yeah, I'm in Viridian, like I said. I went everywhere to try and catch this thing, but we're gonna drop it off at, the daycare center. Would you like me to raise one of your Pokemon? Yes, please. Take him. I haven't even looked at his stats and natures. Alright. Now that we're done with that funky business, let's go back to Fuchsia. Alright, I was not expecting that to take that long, but if we just walk around here, we can see some of the Pokemon that they have to offer. Like a Slowpoke, because I'm in a FireRed. Slowpoke is native to Leaf Green, so if you want to see that for the Pokedex, I believe this actually counts. There's a Chansey, Voltorb, the very image of a Pokeball. And down here we can see a Lapras, aka the King of the Seas. It's actually cool that's called that. If we go up here, Ammonite, the fossil Pokemon. Kangaskhan. We still have the chance to revive our fossil Pokemon, which is actually very crazy. It's coming up soon, though. But this is the Safari Zone. This early in the game, it's actually required that you go here to find the Warden Teeth. I did just spoil that, but for just $500, you can play the Safari game. Do I wanna? Yep, I have to. Catch what you like. Would you like to play? Yep, that'll be $500. We use special kind of balls here. 30 Safari Balls. Safari Balls have the same encounter rate as like a, or not encounter, catch rate as a Great Ball, so be wary with it. I'm catching Pokemon to take home as gifts. So, you actually want to make use of your steps here. You have very limited steps, just enough to get to the very end where you want to go. But how does the Safari Zone work? Well, good thing we saw Venonat, but we'll go over it real quick. So you can just throw a ball at it. It's got a full health catch rate of Great Ball. You can throw a rock at it. That'll make it more aggravated. It'll be easier to catch, but less likely to run. Whereas Bait is will be harder to catch, but less likely to run. Or no, this will be more likely to run. Throw that. Throw some Bait. Yes. Less likely to run, but harder to catch. There we go. Oh, and it fled. So, I don't even care at this point. But let's go over the Pokemon because I'm severely struggling here. In the first zone, you can find the Nidorina family. If you didn't catch it back on Route 4, you have another chance here. Just know that it's more defensive of the two genders, and you need a Moonstone to fully evolve it. Nidorino, same thing here. If you missed it on Route 4, you have another chance, blah, blah, blah. More offensively geared, and is the better of two. If you're going for Earthquake, wait on evolving it because it doesn't get it until super late. That's the main thing that I want to say here, though. Parasect. You can find Paris' evolved form Parasect here. Everything I said about Paris still applies here. It's an absolutely terrible type, hindered by slow speed, and it's a liability. Execute. If you wonder how Blue got that Execute, he must have already been here. It's very weak on its own and requires a Leaf Stone for its evolution, which... That being said, you get the most use out of its power through a lot of TMs, which is my only downside. Grass Psychic is a very unique type, though, with lots of offensive capability. We already have the Psychic TM, which is great for Executor, so if you want to use your Stone right away, you can. It's tough raising one of these, but when you get it to evolve, it'll slot nicely into your team. Also found in Zone 1 is Rhyhorn, the first Pokemon ever created, fun fact. How good is it? It's alright. I don't know why they keep making these slow Pokemon with lots of special weaknesses have high defense. If anything, it should have high special defense. The Lightning Rod ability sort of benefits, but not whatsoever. Raising its lowest stat if hit by an electric move. Not to mention, it doesn't evolve until level 42. You're gonna be stuck with these stats for a long time, and it doesn't even get much better than when it evolves. Skip it and go for Dugtrio. Chansey. For a 1% chance, you find a Chansey. As you can tell by that stat distribution, this Pokemon is all about stalling and is all the much better in its double battles rather than singles. 5 attack and defense is the lowest in the entire franchise, and its evolution isn't available in the main game. Because we're only playing the main story, it's a hard pass. Dragonair. For a 1% chance with a Super Rod, you can find a Dragonair. I honestly recommend this over the Game Corner because I'm going to keep it real. Raising this from a Dratini to Dragonite is probably the worst part of the game. You won't have those beginning moves, but you have a good amount of TMs at this point. I could learn from a couple of them. You're going to have to use them anyways to get its full power from this line anyways. Starting with the Zone 2 encounters. Actually, that was the last one. Dragonair's is Zone 2. Kangaskhan. If you want a normal type but don't exactly like Snorlax, well, what do I have here? It's definitely less bulkier, but in return has more speed and a wider move pool, leading to some fun movesets. Although it isn't a monster like Snorlax, it can take some hits and holds its own against sweepers. A downside would be its ability. Early Bird is a very situational ability, but if you chose Squirtle and you have to deal with Venusaur in your rival battles, this is a great counter to it. Venomoth. the evolution to Venonat. I don't recommend it, especially at this point in the game. You'll get easily taken out, and it's just super hard to work with because of its terrible typing. Tauros is the final Pokemon you can find in here. Holy, we have so many of these. Tauros is a really fun Pokemon to use. I've used one myself. High speed complemented with lots of attack, complemented by the fact that it's also a normal type, so it learns a lot of different moves with a lot of different types, makes this thing easy to sweep through teams. Because of the fact you can only find this in the Safari Zone, it's 1%. It's the hardest catch rate in this area. If you can somehow get a hold of it, it'll be a great addition. Also, for some reason, it can learn Surf. Great Pokemon, no doubt. If you haven't been following along, I've been trying to go through the right route. I also got some pretty good items, such as a Quick Claw, which lets Pokemon move first sometimes. I recommend putting that on slower Pokemon. And we also got TM49 Steel Wing. Request noticed. Please find the Safari Warden's lost gold teeth. They're around here somewhere. Reward offered. Contact Warden. Huh, I wonder who those are. Nothing down here. And before you do anything else, TM32 Double Team. That raises evasiveness if you ever want to be annoying. Go into this building right here. No! I was in the building! Now I have to spend more money. We'll be right back. Alright, please do not ding on me. Thank you. Ah, finally. You're the first person to reach the secret house. Although I made a campaign for our grand opening, I was worried that no one would win our campaign prize. Congratulations, you have won. HM03. Yeah, you're required to go here because of an HM. HM03 is Surf. Pokemon will be able to ferry you across water using it. This HM isn't disposable, so you can use it over and over. You're super lucky for winning this fabulous prize. I'm super unlucky that I dinged right in front of you. Oh, while I was here, I picked up some more items. I found a Leaf Stone in TM11 Sunny Day, which is weather. It makes it so that fire moves are way more powerful and water moves do less damage. It also makes it so that Solar Beam is used in one turn instead of having to charge up. Very good move. Now I'm just waiting for this to run out. Because, ooh, Rhyhorn. Sure, I'll catch a Rhyhorn. I'll just ball it. Are you kidding me? Don't run. I'm gonna throw a rock at it. Well, that's it. I threw a rock at it and it worked. I don't think that's how Pokemon should work, but oh well. Yeah, I'm not using this. I just complained about you. Why would I use Pokemon I complained about? Alright, we're gonna wait for our steps to run out. Oh, it only took me 5 steps. Ding dong, time's up. Thank you. Did you catch your fair share? No. I don't know why there's a step limit. Alright, going back. Oh, I have to go all the way around because of that tree. Going all the way back to deliver that Warden's gold teeth. I still have to go around. I'm refusing to use cut. I don't have my Paris on me. There we go. Going all the way down here. Whoops, that's the wrong house. Almost went to the Fisher guy. Gave the gold teeth to the Warden. Popped in his teeth. Thanks, son, you're a real lifesaver. No one can understand a word I said, not one. I was too ashamed to show my face around the office even. Let me give you something for your trouble. Another HM. HM04 Strength. So if we go over to this boulder, let's teach it to a Pokemon real quick. If we can. Hopefully we can. Let's see. HM04 Strength. And Hot Dog is able to. Oh, Nidoran is able to as well. And Bulbapedia. I'm going to teach it to Hot Dog. I find Strength to be better than Takedown just because of no recoil. So, goodbye Takedown. Poof. Forgot Takedown and Machine set. He's going to learn Strength. Nice. Alright, now what can we do with Strength? Well, if we take this giant rock that this guy has in the house, we're going to use Strength and we could push it. Push! One rare candy. There we go. That's what I like to see. And now with Surf and Rare Candy, or not rare, and Rare Candy, and a Rare Candy, and Strength being in our loadout, we can finally progress the game to the next gym, which will be... not this fence. I'm not even there. If you see in that bottom left down there. I'm very struggling today. See you guys then on Pokemon Fire Red.